here is something unexpected. It looks like I'm not going to go to the camping spot I thought because this road is flooded. So I have a meeting in like 10 minutes and it's only like a minute up there. So the river must have flooded because it's like an area you can camp by a boat landing. So we'll just park up here and have my meeting and reevaluate the situation. So we are staying at a state park. You can hear some other campers' dogs. Oop, Ashley hears them too. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you. And I decided to stay at a state park because the weather is beautiful, so I want to be outside. But I also wanted to take a shower and potentially do some laundry. They don't have laundry here, but I have enough stuff I could do laundry and just hang it to dry, or at least wash a few essentials. So might do that. I'm not sure if I'm going to stay 1 or 2 nights here. It's a pretty nice park. And I've been really scared of alligators recently, now that we are in South Carolina, and we're specifically in Barnwell State Park. And I talked to the park ranger, and they have 2 fairly large alligators that live here. But I also learned that they kind of are dormant in the winter time, and they won't really be coming out until March. So I don't really have to worry about them. They said they don't, since they're cold-blooded, they don't eat in the winter because they can't digest it. So I don't have to worry about them like eating the dogs or something, but they could still like kind of go after them. So we're in the park, so the dogs have to be on a leash anyway, but I'm just gonna keep them away from the water. And that's kind of the general theme, is all the dogs will be on leash everywhere we go, and they will just stay away from the edge of the water. So we don't have to mess with alligators whatsoever. And those dogs are really going, but this is a really nice park and the weather is pretty good. So I'm excited to just kind of chill. Hope those dogs quiet down because that might be kind of annoying. I think I see a tiny turtle. Doot, 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 doot. Hi, turtle. The dogs are sad they can't go swimming. Leo, careful. There's alligators in there. So we are in South Carolina and since it is like 70 degrees every day right now, I am swapping out, this bin stays on the top of my van. I'm swapping out my winter clothes. I'm keeping a couple of staple items because the weather will fluctuate. I'm gonna swap out my closet and then I will put it back on the top of the roof. Yeah, but I'm excited for this warmer weather. Leo is not so much, especially since we can't get in the water with the alligators. Poor buddy. But I have lots of things for him to stay cool, so. Now that I have started this process of resetting the van and changing over gear and stuff, it's just all happening. It's just all happening at once. So I moved my winter boots up there. Most of my winter clothes are in that bin. And then a couple of other things I moved that I don't use very often. Like this big water dish that I used to have right there. So I have more space for some other stuff. And so we might just reorganize parts of the bottom down there too to make it a little bit more functional. Yay, fun! Such a beautiful day. See alligators? Not in sight. Keep going. making a laying down video today because I'm tired. Just sometimes being on the road full time is just kind of a grind, and it's just a lot of work. And anyone that lives in a vehicle full time will tell you the same exact thing. And tonight I had a good day overall. Like really nice weather. I found this awesome state park in South Carolina that was only $20 a night, and I needed to take a shower. That's why. Probably gonna roll out tomorrow. I had one interview for the podcast tonight, and I worked most of the day. But my hotspot like crapped out when I was trying to do the second interview for tonight, and couldn't figure it out. My internet speed just like dropped out of nowhere. And so I did the first interview at 5 p.m. and then 6 p.m. the second interview came around. And the guest was so patient and so nice about it, and we're going to try again tomorrow. So I'm going to move spots to a Cracker Barrel so I can mooch off their internet, and that connection should be fine enough. But I was talking about it with my brother to try and figure out why my hotspot would do that. Just like, I very obviously have a good enough cellular connection. I think I had like 3 or 4 bars. But the internet speed just slowed super down. And he said that might be because so many people are using their cellular data during that time period. I mean, people are getting off work, driving, getting home, like decompressing from the day on their phone. But that's the first time that happened. So I need to be more mindful of that while I am traveling, because I have been pretty good. I mean, during the week, I always have good enough service to run my hotspot so I can work. But I do know with recording that I need better service in general, just because we're connecting for a voice call basically over Wi-Fi. Learning. But that's fine. I can just kind of either avoid that time period for recordings or make sure that I have a really, really, really good connection. But overall, it's a good day. I didn't see any alligators. Still really afraid that the dogs are going to be eaten by alligators, but we're just going to avoid water, or avoid the dogs being by the edges of the water, and we won't have to risk it. The ranger here said though that because right now while I'm filming this, it is February, and the alligators don't really come out that much until like March, April time. They're kind of dormant because it's a little colder, so probably won't see any anyway. But maybe as I get further south, I kind of want to see one like from afar, not like crossing my path or something like that. I don't even know how the dogs would react. I think they'd be freaked out. I don't know.